So a few weeks ago or last week, we talked about the mandatos afirmativos, so positive commands, formal and informal. Today, we're going to talk about mandatos negativos, so negative commands. We're going to quickly review the rules. So first of all, ¿qué son los mandatos negativos? What are the negative commands? They're used to give order, instructions, or strong suggestions not to do something. So when we want to tell someone, do not do it, or I'm not recommending you to do this, we use negative commands. Let's look at some example. Formal, no pase, don't come in. Informal, no hables, don't talk. And let's look them one by one. So negative commands, formal. This is super simple. We add no in front of the affirmative formal command. You can review the video if you want, but basically like the formal command, we start with the yo form, we drop the final o, so if it was comprar, we had compro, so we drop the o, and we add the opposite vowel ending. So comprar, we add e, so it will be compre. So if we want to do the negative, no compre. If we want to do the plural negative, we do no compren. Or if we have vender, opposite vowels is a, so no venda or no vendan if we're talking about ustedes. And now we're going to look at the negative commands for the informal. In this case, we cannot use the affirmative command form. So we cannot use the rule that we used before where comprar, for the two forms, so the informal, we use the ella form of the present tense. So comprar was compra, the informal command. In this case, we do not use that. The negative command is different. So we start with no, of course, because it's a negative. Then we find the yo form of the present tense. So hablo, como, escribo. We drop the o, so we have hab, com, escrib. And then we add the opposite vowel plus s. So for AR verbs, we add s. So no hables. For ER or IR verbs, we add as. So no comas, no escribas. Now we're going to look at some irregulars. Negative commands, informal for two, have irregulars, and I'm going to show you some. There is this on the left here. So dar will be no des, ir no vayas, ser no seas, estar no estés, saber no sepas. Feel free to pause the video and repeat them a few times. You just need to memorize them and then maybe try creating sentences so you really remember them. And then we have a few more. Decir, no digas, hacer, no hagas, poner, no pongas, salir, no salgas, tener, no tengas, venir, no vengas. And then, as you know, negative commands informal, plural, use vosotros in Spain. And so we're going to look at it right now. Even for this case, we cannot use the affirmative command form informal for vosotros, which if you remember was the one with ending with D. In this case, we start with no. We find the yo form of the present tense. So like before, hablo, como, escribo. We drop the o, and then we add es to the verb ending in AR. So no habléis tan rápido. If you're talking too fast, I can say no habléis tan rápido. Or we add ais, so AIS, to the verbs ending in er or ir. No comáis en clase. Other students might get distracted. Or no escribáis en la mesa. We have to respect the desk. And now we're going to look at 3 examples before doing a quick practice. No hable con su jefe así. Am I using formal or informal? No corras en la oficina. No, don't run in the office. And then the last one, no bebáis refrescos todo el día. Don't drink sodas all day. Bebed más agua. And so here I'm using no bebáis, informal vosotros, and then if I want to give you an advice of what to do, I use the informal vosotros, bebed. And now let's practice. You have to give 3 prohibiciones a un amigo y 3 prohibiciones a una persona que no conoce. So 3 things that a person should not do. It's your friend, so you use 2. And 3 to a person you do not know, so we use usted. I'm gonna give you 2 examples and then I want you to write 6 more. A un amigo, no trabajes tanto. Don't work too much. A una persona que no conoces, with usted, no se siente ahí, por favor. Do not sit there, please. Now I want you to write sí, and then you can be done. Adios!